band sucked or the music really sucked, then it would definitely be the bad boy image. And then when that goes away, we would go away probably. But you're going to have to start paying attention to the music sooner or later.
Can you feel it? A digital generation. Get up! A digital generation.
Do you have a hard time expressing yourself without the...
No, I think that word says it all, man.
It's just one of those days when you don't want to wake up. Everything is... Everybody sucks.
A lot of the people who listen to your music and who connect with your lyrics are people who are at an impressionable age. Do you keep that in mind, you know, when you're performing to them?
Every day.
So you do have a responsibility to your audience.
Oh, yeah.
Is there something you've recorded in the past and you put out there, or you've said, you thought, you know what, years have taught me that I shouldn't have done that?
Not really. I don't regret. You don't need to regret. You don't need to look back at anything and regret anything.
Hey, they want to ask us to ask you to mellow out a little bit. They say too many people are getting hurt. Don't let nobody get hurt. But I don't think you should mellow out.
Woodstock pulled the plug halfway through our set on my mic because it was getting too crazy. They started to literally tear the place apart, and like, it was pretty intense.
Break your breaking face tonight.
You actually just decided to jump in and ride on the plywood boards.
It looks so fun. I mean, I want to be a part of that too. You
Really?
know? That's all that people want to read about is drama or negative things. And if it doesn't have drama involved with it or something, then it's not really interesting to most people for some reason. And I don't know who created that world. I guess the same people who created Jerry Springer and Real TV and Cops.
People watch it, people love it. Do you think
It's just real. It's real. And it's like, why should everything be smooth and good? Because the world isn't, life isn't so smooth and good all the time. So everything else doesn't need to be. It's just life, man. I mean, I can't go dwelling and worrying about all that shit. And like, I'm living. I'm just alive. And what happens, happens. And I'm just going with it. And it's like, that's all that matters, you know. I can't sit there and dwell on those things. You go crazy. I always thought, you know, it was just music, and we were just a fan, and we liked it, and you'd go get the record and have posters all over your wall and love it and be what they were about because you connected specifically with those artists you like. And for a lot of fans out there, that's what it is. But media is becoming such a big thing, and information is passed in so many new ways these days that it's almost ruined it for a lot of kids. They're starting to get involved with a lot more of the drama instead of the music, you know. It's like it's becoming part of the lifestyle, the music.
Are you misrepresented for the most part by the media?
50% of the time.
Are you taping this interview? You tape your interviews, don't you?
Yeah, of course.
When did you start doing that?
After Spin magazine, the writer, you know, for some reason misquoted like all the band members and everything. We read the article and we called and asked for retraction. You're using us on the cover to sell your magazine, but then you've like taken your power, which is, you know, these writers have power. They're like gods to that world. They have the power to control what you think and feel about things. We make music. We want to touch people. You know what I mean? And that's what we do. That's what we want to do. And to cause awareness, you need media. You need, I mean, to touch a lot of people, they want to hear and they want to know, because not everybody gets to sit down and talk to you. All those millions of people don't get to talk to you and sit down. Only a few of them. You know what I mean? And if I could sit with all of them, I would. Take a long time, but I would do it. And it's like, so that we need that. But, you know, writers, that's just the way it is. You have to deal with that. And ever since then, I just started recording interviews. So if I read something that's wrong, I just put the real audio clip on the internet. Getting a record out this quick after our last record is just, I think, the way it should be. Artists that sit around for years and don't, you know, give you a record if you're a fan, it's just crazy. You know, back in the days, it used to be like that. Records were just popping out, you know, and you just made records while your creative flow was still flowing, and you sit around for years and tour on a record for years and play the same songs and juice it and squeeze everything out of it you can. It just, I hate that method or that theory. 'Cause inside you're ugly like me. I can see through you, see through the real you.
Do you ever have writer's block? Do you ever say, I can't express what I am feeling at this point? I can't put it into words?
Every day.
How do you get through it?
Dude. How I get through it, I live. I stay alive and hope I'm gonna get through it. There's no formula. This time I'ma let it all come out. This time I'ma stand up and shout. I'ma do things my way. It's my way of the highway. It takes a long time sometimes. You can't rush it, and you know, that's why I'm leaving here. And I'm leaving for Seattle Saturday to just get the out of here because, you know, I'm having the writer's block right now. I need to change, maybe changing and going up to Seattle where, you know, the whole Seattle movement moved me hard in the early 90s. I want to go there and see if I can tap into any of those vibes that be lingering at a level that nobody can grab them. Just one more fight about a lot of things, and I will give up everything. I did a full Nelson. I did in Seattle. I got that out of me because I was so miserable. Why is everybody always picking on me? Does anybody really know a thing about me? So I left from there, went back to LA. It wasn't happening. Then I went to New York. I thought maybe I'll go to New York in that crazy city and just be insane and just my soul will find me and leak out, and I'll lock myself in the studio. That didn't work. And then so I went down to the lowest place in the United States I could go, and area-wise, like I went down to Miami. I said, I'm going to go down to the hottest place I can go and see if that's going to work. I just made up excuses to go everywhere and tried new vibes, and it worked in South Beach a lot. Like, it was like, I did a lot of vocals in South Beach. It's just one of those days when you don't want to wake up. Everybody sucks. You don't really know why, but you want to justify ripping someone's head off. I have to let this music move me to write vocals and to perform vocals and sing lyrics from my soul. So I have to be pleased with everything. I'm involved with the whole construction, the forming of the DNA anyway, like the making of every beat and every song and everything. So it's easier with my band. Everybody in my band's perfectionist, but it's in moderation. We take everything in moderation, and they know that at the end of the day, I got to be happiest to sing over. When I write, it's sort of like what moves me when I feel like this. When I feel like this, what kind of music do I like to hear? You know what I mean? And so I kind of go in those type of veins, and I'm influenced a lot by a lot of music in my past and early 90s music and a lot of things that come out these days. And I don't think when we write, we don't really know what we're doing. We just sort of get together and we do what feels right. And then when it comes out, we're worried that nobody's going to like it. And luckily, you know, people are liking it still. And the second they don't is the second Limp Bizkit will be gone. We're not going to stay around and burn out for you guys and fizzle out and try to hold on to this dream that goes away. We're going to let it go, and we're going to be done, and you'll hear no more from us.
for people that only like us for covers. And we do covers live because it's fun live. It makes a lot of people unite and bond. And they're not going to get that on this record. So all those people that think we're going to suck now, well, you suck too!
Gotta have faith!